Alright, I'm going to get real here. Got a little over 3 weeks before the meet. Whatever strength I have that's it. I may add a few ounces to my lifts from now to then. So what I'm going to do is just experiment with my exercises, with my lifts a little bit. Still going to be lifting heavier, but I'm not going to go hog wild here because it's no use with all these different variations and with my injuries and everything. So what I'm going to do is just try to do better than I did at the last meet. So here at the deadlift, I was experimenting with the rack pull to see if it helped me be able to pull off the floor a little easier, and it's a no-go. It helps to from here to here for the lockout. It'll help there, but as far as pulling off the floor, forget it. Rack pulls is not going to help. There's no carryover. So the only exercise that I found that helps off the floor is the deficit, because I've done deficits before. Actually doing a deficit is even easier for me for some reason to get it off the floor than doing it, just a regular, feet on the floor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just walk through the warm-up here from the beginning right till I'm going to just do the regular deadlift without the deficit for the last 2 sets, see if I feel a little easier off the floor. I'm going to do my regular warm-up as I would do with no deficit. So, okay, this is 135 pounds here, and before I was using just rubber mats, but now I got the plate that I'm going to use here. Also, it's a little higher than I've been doing it too. So, all right, so let's see what happens. I got 155 here. This is 2.5 inch deficit here. I'm used to doing like 1 3/4 inches, so it really does feel different. So hopefully it doesn't make a big difference here. All right. It doesn't really feel that different, but coming down it feels different because I have to come down and let it down lower, so it takes longer to get down, so I can feel the weight longer on everything coming down after the lift. So when coming up, it feels the same. Okay, I got 170 on here. 190. All right, got 215 on here. Doing the deficit is doesn't feel that much different than doing the regular. In fact, it feels like I can pull harder with me having to go down a little further. The only difference is coming down. So if you guys, want to do deficits to, help build up your pull off the floor, when you come down to a certain point, just drop it. Don't try to fight it out to the ground, so not to make any noise or whatever, because it's just a little more strain. Because I can feel more strain because I'm going down lower with the heavier weight. So that's why I dropped it on the last one. Because the last few, I can feel it. Now when I do regular deadlifts and I come down normal, I don't feel anything. So with this here, there's no reason. You don't need to build up any strength to come down. All you got to do is at the meet is come down with control, and not to just drop it, from here. You got to come down with control, and you got to have your hands on the bar when you're down, to the ground. All right, so this is 235. I took the plate away. This is not a experiment or a test to see how much I can lift deficit. So in a deficit. So I got 245, which I can normally, with no problems, get off the floor. The reason for this experiment is to see if me having to go down lower to lift it, which will in turn work those muscles 2.5 inches sooner than from the floor. So that way those muscles are worked and warmed up, and then it should, in theory, help me lift the weight now, because now those muscles are warmed up. Because when I'm starting from the bottom here, normally the muscles are already warmed up from the warm-ups, but then they're actually being taxed too. They're actually getting, overworked. So that's the reason why I'm having a problem getting the weight up the floors, because I'm already, burnt out the glutes and the hamstrings already. So this will see and show me if doing the deficit helped warm up that lower end of my glutes and hamstrings. Well, guess what? Didn't feel any easier. Also, the muscles felt like they were worked too much. So, I'm still going to go on here and see if I can get the 260 off the floor. But, yeah, that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to do less warm-up. Do a heavier weight, increments up. And also the having the plate there, it means I'm actually going down even 1 inch lower than I normally do, because I usually do 1.5 inches deficit. This is 2.5, so that's 1 inch higher. So having the plate 1 inch higher, that means I have to go down 1 inch lower. So I got 2.5 inches lower than my normal lift, which, like I said, in theory, if I'm lifting with that being that low than normal, I should have no problems. But this was a grinder. So, alright, we'll see what happens in the next one. So, got 255 on here. And if I can't do it, then I'm just going to stop for today. Because I don't want to overtax the area. Because then I'll be sore for the next session, and then being sore is not really going to help me stay, strong enough to do the lift, because I'll have to skip doing a heavier sets. So another thing, the weight 255 is 10 pounds lighter than my PR a little while ago. So, and the last set I did, I really felt it like I really worked the muscles. The muscles never worked in that capacity before, in that range of motion before. So that's another reason. If I can't get this, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to even try to grind it up. If it doesn't come up and I can lock it out, then I'm stopping. Because I'm going to be sore tomorrow. I can feel it, because they're sore now. But I'm just experimenting here, trying to see if the deficits can help me. So what I'm going to do on the next session, I'm going to just do like a warm-up, 2 sets with the deficit, and then warm up with the rest. That way I'm not really taxing the muscles that low into the deadlift, and maybe that'll help. I know I'm really close to the meat. I shouldn't even be doing this, but nope. Forget it, guys. Okay, I'll try one more time. No, those muscles are completely wasted. Alright, so I'm going to do some rack pulls. I'll do a video on that. But the rack pulls, I'm just going to do lightweight, just to at least get the upper part here worked out. So, see you there. Okay, so I'm going to do some rack pulls, just get some pulling in the upper limit here. So I'm doing 4 sets. I did 185, and now I got 200, and I'm going to do 3 sets of 200. So I already did 2. This is the last set. Alright, so that'll do it for deadlift day. And now I'm going to do a little bit of back workout here. Probably going to do some pull-ups and straight arm push downs for the lats. All right, I'm going to do some pull-ups, and I usually do pull-ups when I'm fresh because my pull-ups suck. So anytime I do any kind of exercises that have any kind of pulling or anything, I can't even pull myself up. So I haven't done this in a long time after doing deadlifts. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to do 3 sets of these, so this is set 2. In each set, I do less reps. So, like I said, I don't do this that much. After I get past this meet, I'm going to start changing up my routine here. Alright, this is the 3rd set. I used to be a gymnast in high school, and we used to do these for warm-up before we even started doing our routine. I used to do 25 pull-ups, then 25 chin-ups, and then go off and start doing our regular routine. And now, I can't even do more than 4. When I came back to working out when I was 69, and if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I gave up working out heavy over 20 years. I jumped up on the bar to do pull-ups and go, that's okay, I've been doing this all my life when I was younger. And I jumped on it, I couldn't even pull, I couldn't even hang. That's how weak I was. So it takes a while to get yourself built up to do the chin-ups and pull-ups, and once you get it, and it's easy to just start adding reps to it. But you just got to get your back strong again. So alright, so that's going to be it for deadlift day. I still got one more, I got a few more exercises I'm going to do. I still got to do some bench work, and I'm going to do some straight arm lat pull downs and some push-ups. So alright then, just remember, stay healthy. I'll see you back in the basement. Don't leave just yet. Stay for the recap. Alright, here we are, deadlift day again. And I started out with the deficit deadlift. I was doing another experiment to see if warming up with a deficit would help me pull off the floor a little bit easier. Now, you know, any kind of lifts, doing heavy lifts is not going to be easier by doing something different. But I thought warming up the muscles in a lower position would help be able to pull a little easier in a little bit of higher position, because with this deficit standing on top of the plate, it's 2.5 inches thick. That means I'm doing a deficit of 2.5 inches. So I'm going 2.5 inch deeper, further down to grab the bar, and also my legs, everything is lower. But what I found out was that it's not working. It still takes the energy out of the muscles for some reason, and well, it didn't work. So what I'm going to do next time, I'm going to do less warm-up sets. I'm going to use the deficit just to warm up, just to get the muscles used to, grabbing the bar lower, or me grabbing the bar lower, me being lower to grab the bar, and then see if I can pull the regular deadlift a little bit easier off the floor. So anyway, I started out with 135 pounds. You saw all this on video. I went up to 235 pounds. What you see here is that's the most I ever did on a deficit. When I was doing deficit, it was only an inch and a half off the, I stood on something. So this is way higher. So then I warmed up with 245, and then I went to 255, and I couldn't do it in a regular deadlift. So, and I could feel my glutes and my hamstrings. They were really, they already were gone. Worked out too hard already. So then I went to the rack pull just to get something. So I did 185 pounds, 5 reps, and then I had 3 sets of 200, 5 reps each, just to get a little bit of volume in. Then I did some pull-ups for my back. I got that on video. And then after that, I did bench press. I'm doing that every day just to keep the that injured area, keep that flexible. And then I did 2 sets of push-ups. I did 40 and then 35. So that's it with the deadlift day. And there's no, I'm not doing anything different as far as, or anything wrong here as far as getting ready for the meet, because I'm not going to get any stronger just because of the setbacks from being injured last year. And then so what I'm doing here is just having a little bit of fun, just doing some experimenting. Like I said, if I can do just 1 kilo over what I did last year in the meet, I'll be happy. I'm not here to break any world records. Next year will be different. I'll be able to have a whole year without any injuries and to progressively get stronger. So, all right, until I see you back here in the basement, stay healthy. If you like the video, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe.